This game is called Number Warrior. It has 2 players and an estimated playtime of 2 to 20 minutes. There's no language dependency on this game, and the suggested ages are 8+. In order to play this game, you need a paper and a pencil or a pen. In this game, you are a combat fighter, and you will use numbers, probability, and guessing to advance to the next round and even tougher opponents. This game has up to 6 rounds, but the chances of making it to the 6th and final round are very, very difficult. Now let the game begin. To set up the game, you must draw a combat fighter, list out the digits 1 through 5, and number the paper 1 through 15. The game can go up to 20 depending on the round you get to. Player 1 is Clint. Player 2 is Jack. In this game, one player acts as the stick figure fighter, and the other player acts as the warrior opponent. Depending on the round, there can be different warriors, and there are up to 6 rounds. Initially, all that will be seen is the stick figure fighter. The warrior will appear as numbers are guessed. Gameplay occurs when the opponent comes up with a number between 1 and 5, which he does not reveal. The fighter must then try to guess the number. This is where the list of 1 through 15 comes into play. If the fighter guesses the number correctly, the number of guesses from 1 through 15 is checked off. If the fighter guesses incorrectly, the opponent places an X beside the number guess and begins to draw a part of the warrior. As more of the warrior appears, the fighter begins to lose. The warrior has 10 parts that can be drawn, giving the fighter 10 chances to guess incorrectly. These 10 parts include 2 legs, 1 midsection, 2 arms, 1 neck, 1 head, 2 eyes, and 1 smile. In round 1, the first warrior who the fighter fights is the knight. The knight requires 15 guesses without losing to advance to the next round. There are 2 ways in which the fighter can win and advance a round. The first and most unlikely way for it to happen is if the fighter guesses 3 correct guesses in a row. This way he would move on to the next round. The most likely way to advance a round is to have 15 guesses without losing. This means that you cannot have more than 10 wrong guesses, or else the warrior will be built. Here's the chart showing the round, the warrior, and the number of guesses without losing to rebuild the warrior. Round 1, we have a knight with 15 guesses. Round 2, Viking 16. Round 3, Zulu 17. Round 4, Ninja 18. Round 5, Samurai 19. And round 6, Spartan 20. The rounds get more difficult each time because every warrior still cannot have more than 10 incorrect guesses, although they require more guesses without losing. Now we'll show some gameplay. For the first guess, Player 2, Jack, who is the warrior, has thought of the number 4. Player 1, who is Clint, has guessed the number 3. This is incorrect. Therefore, 1 part of the warrior will be drawn. For the second guess, Player 2, Jack, has thought of the number 3. Player 1, Clint, who is the fighter, has guessed the number 3. He is correct, so no parts are drawn. For the third guess, Player 2, Jack, has thought of the number 2. Player 1, Clint, has guessed the number 4. He is incorrect, so another part of the warrior will be drawn.
Okay.
The game has gone on for a while, and Player 1, Clint, has guessed wrong or incorrectly 8 times. So there are 8 parts of the warrior drawn. But he has made it through 15 guesses, therefore he advances to the next round, which will then require 16 guesses.
Okay.
The game continues like this until Player 1 has been defeated and cannot advance any longer, or Player 1 has guessed correctly all the way past the 6th round, which is highly unlikely.